What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Big expectations for the Millikan Rams this year. Opening night against Santa Ana, a tough matchup here at DeHaven Stadium. We are excited to see how this one's going to play out, Mike.
Jason Costa leads the Saints. They went 6-0 in the spring season. A good test for Millikan and a fun matchup for us to start the season.
Yeah, should be, a pretty high-scoring game, and sophomore quarterback Miles Jackson making his varsity debut, and look how happy he is. He's excited to get this opportunity. After a fumble on the first drive, Jackson got the Millikan offense in rhythm with the drum line. Jay Drummer with back-to-back grabs over the middle on that drive, getting things moving, and then Jackson going to take the top off the defense to Matt Martinez. Nice grab right there, a 50-yard touchdown strike, and the Rams are on top 6-0.
This isn't Mike Martz with the Rams. This is Matt Martz, and he is blazing a trail out there. What the world needs now, Tyler. Love, sweet love, and the 562, of course. We love you too, Maddie. Thanks.
That's all you really need, baby. The Saints, though, would answer immediately. Sergio Torres hits Imanol Torres wide open over the middle. He's going to take that one to the house. A little bit of a mix-up in the coverage there. Santa Ana takes the lead 7-6. Then Millikan still finding their rhythm on offense. Jackson to Angelo Miranda for a nice gain. You have the right to remain stiff-armed as he moves into Saints territory. Then later in the drive, Jackson looks for Ryan Pelham, who high points the ball for the touchdown. The sophomores link up. First touchdown of the season for Pelham, and he's got to give the fam some love.
562 is for the kids. Ryan Pelham's for the kids. It's 13-7 Millikan late in the first quarter. Rams trying to get some momentum, but back come the Saints again. Right down the seam as Torres hits Xavier Valdivinos for a 33-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and then Santa Ana back on top by a point as we move into the second quarter. Then after a penalty on the extra point attempt, the Saints go surprise onside kick. Real Sean Payton energy from the Saints there. Then an immediate 34-yard strike to Raymond Casillas, who makes the catch and sneaks inside. That was a very productive 10 seconds for Santa Ana as now they're up 21-13.
They were definitely on quite a pace at that moment, but on the ensuing kickoff, maybe they should have tried another onside because uno is uno for a reason.
Yeah, Soldier Boy Pelham going to hit the sideline, and he is gone. Do it! As he goes 95 yards to the crib. The human highlight reel for the Millikan Rams. Anytime he touches it, it could be 6, and it was right there. Rams pull within 2. As we go to the break, it's 21-19. Millikan honoring their seniors from last season, a cool ceremony for head coach Romeo Pelham. Then, in the second half, Saints get the ball first, and an immediate play from the Millikan defense. Tacario Davis with the INT.
Arizona fans love that one, but Rams unable to score on the next drive. Obviously, offense just not quite in gear as they got into the third quarter here.
Yeah, and the Santa Ana, though, they did take control kind of in that third quarter. This pass is completed right at the first down marker. The measurements made. Sticks aren't exactly next to the ball. It's called a first down. The Millikan coaching staff cannot believe it. They have a little bit of a different angle than we do. They thought that was definitely short on third down. Instead, the drive will continue here. A big gain from Jason Costa as he's able to run it into the Millikan red zone, and Santa Ana really got that running game going in the second half.
Yeah, they had the lead. They wanted to run that clock down. Torres going to keep it for himself for the score. He was very effective running that option play tonight as they take a 28-19 lead. They had great success going up the middle, too. I mean, he just made the right decision pretty much all the time in the option. He had 72 yards rushing.
Now Raul Alvarez going to take off the handoff, caps off this drive with a touchdown scamper to put the Saints up by 16, less than 2 in the third quarter. After a blocked punt, a short porch, and again, Torres keeps it for his second rushing touchdown. You felt like it was starting to get away from Millikan at this point. Now 42-19, almost to the fourth quarter. They got to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, 21 unanswered for the Saints, and Millikan fortunately had an answer as Jackson's going to find Martinez for a nice gain to start the drive, and then rifle one into Pelham for another big chunk of yardage right here.
Yeah, when the Rams offense was good, you saw why they're going to put up a lot of points this year. Pass flat, Jello as Miranda with a nice gain inside the 2. Then Jackson keeps it himself for the touchdown. The Rams aren't done yet. There's still time left in this football game, and it's still now, it's a 2-score game down 15 with over 10 to play.
But I just like to see him fighting back, absolutely, especially with such a young team. And the Saints give them a huge gift with this high snap that's recovered by Ryan Chester. And you're wondering maybe this is the moment that it kind of turns around for Millikan. It felt like they were kind of waiting for that moment a little bit.
Yeah, and they would take advantage. Another nice catch and run by Pelham as he's going to elude the defense and put Millikan right on the doorstep. That would lead to another TD plunge for Miles Jackson, who had a great night. 5 total touchdowns, over 400 total yards, 335 yards passing for the sophomore in his varsity debut, but Rams down 9. On that next drive, they force a punt. Pelham to return, unable to control it. The ball is loose. There's a scrum. Eventually, the refs signal that it would be Santa Ana ball. Ultimately, Pelham would emerge from the pile with the football, but the call had already been made. Some arguing about that. Pelham picks up his second personal foul. He's ejected. Then, when the Saints have the ball, Costa going to punch it in to make it a 15-point Santa Ana lead with 5.5 to go.
Millikan not giving up, though. Jackson to Miranda once again for a big gain. He did a great job spreading the ball around, but I definitely felt like Miranda was the security blanket. Then he's going to drop it off to Rocco Luciano out of the backfield as he's rumbling inside the red zone.
Yeah, don't forget about him, Mike. Then, with less than a minute to go, touchdown to that safety blanket. Miranda into the end zone. Millikan down by 7 with 48 seconds to go. So they're still alive, but you got to have the onside kick here. Ivan Gomez, though, with the sure hands for the Saints to secure it and hang on for the win, 48-41. Definitely an entertaining game and a close matchup between these teams.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center. Wild game to start the season for Millikan. We're hoping it's going to be a wild season all year long. And for all that coverage, you got to keep it right here.